Thank you very much. Now that we've gone round the group presidents, we'll hear again from President von der Leyen. You have the floor, Madam.
Thank you very much. So, listening to the extreme right shows again that there's a fundamental difference at looking at the human being and the individual. We are convinced that each human being has a solemn dignity that can never be touched, independent where this individual does come from. And obviously, the extreme right has a different view. There are different types of human beings, them and us. And them, they have to be confronted with hate. But hate has never given any good advice. So we will always insist on the fact that this makes you angry. This makes him angry because we got him on the point where he sees that we are on a different soul, what that is concerned. And that is democracy. That is democracy. You have to bear with that. He cannot bear with the contradiction that you are preaching hate and we want solution and we want a constructive approach towards migration because it will always be with us. And therefore, this is a right moment for a fresh start on migration. And just two numbers. Every year, about 2 million people do come to Europe. 2 million. And 140,000 refugees. So we should be able to manage that. 2 million people are coming to Europe. There's a good reason by Europe, because Europe is a wonderful continent that offers a lot of opportunities. And this is normality. And on top, 140,000 refugees last year. We should be able, we have to be able to manage that. And therefore, we will put forward the legislation next week. And there will be time to discuss it. The rule of law, with a new report we will put forward till the end of the month. The Commission is taking the most systematic and the most comprehensive approach to the rule of law in our history. Because never before we've looked in detail at these issues across every country. Not just on the judiciary, which is important, but also on anti-corruption, media landscape, institutional checks and balances. And the report that will be published before the end of this month will face many, or will show many challenges. And then we will have a broad debate here to really confront that. And if it's necessary, and we do need new instruments, new tools, well, let's address it. This is what we're here for. That's why we do politics here. So that is a chance to move forward on that subject. Sie haben die Next Generation EU erwähnt.
You mentioned Next Generation EU and the issue of jobs and the idea of each euro being spent just once and the need to move forward on the digital agenda. That's why 20% of Next Generation EU will be earmarked for digital technology investment. And that's very important. We have a clear plan for 2030. We've set up targets. We have plans for infrastructure, data, technology. We've got laws that will be put forward. Now is the time for us to move ahead with digital technology in Europe. And someone said quite rightly that with the huge investment ambitions under Next Generation EU, we need to be responsible in the way we allocate them, in a way that's responsible and efficient. Ladies and gentlemen, I listened to you and I must say I don't share the gloomy vision of the world that you portrayed. I am a person that wishes to look for hope and seek optimism and solutions wherever possible. Of course, we are living in very difficult times. But what held us back in the past when there were difficult times? It was the struggle to become active, to mobilize, and that has fundamentally changed in the times of Corona. Nobody wants to remain stuck in the current state. So this slowness, this is something we can overcome, and we are now called upon to think about the world post-Corona. I have presented my vision to you for this world, and I think many in this House share my vision. We now have a responsibility, with the energy that this vision gives us, to show leadership, to really develop a European vision that is in line with the Europe of tomorrow, and to invest accordingly. We need to be efficient, future-oriented in our investment, and that really will be our common goal. We've heard many different perspectives today, and that's what I enjoy about democracy. Let us have a fight about this. I was able to see, however, there was a very broad majority supporting the idea of a greener world, a cleaner world, a healthier one, a more powerful economy. The challenge will be to chart this path through new technologies so that we can allow our planet to survive into the future. We want to shape our common future. We're not seeing doom and gloom, the end of the world. We're seeing progress, the potential for new solutions to be found. Let us work on this together.
Grazie, Presidente.